everybody, welcome to my channel Living in Dot. This is me from Singapore. Today I would like to go through with you with my Miss Dior Eau de Toilette collection. Now I don't have much, but they are quite interesting. So what I'll do is that I'll split this video into two parts so they're not too long. The first part I will talk about the Miss Dior Eau de Toilette flankers. Then there's the Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet Eau de Toilette line, and then the next part of this video I will talk about Miss Dior Eau Fraiche, and also I will talk about Miss Dior Cherie L'Eau. So if this is something you're interested in, please stay tuned. So let's go back to the beginning of Miss Dior Cherie. It was first released in 2005 as an EDP, and the perfumer was Christine Nagel. And this is how the bottle looked like, right here. So it has a lot of fruits in it. Fruits, some citrus on a base of patchouli, so it's quite fruity, floral, but the patchouli is quite soft, so it's a very nice fragrance that a lot of people love. So that was back in 2005. Then in 2006, I believe, Francois Demarche joined the house of Dior as its in-house perfumer and has been there ever since. He's on the helm of every Dior fragrance that was released from then on. So 2007, we've got the first Eau de Toilette flanker for Miss Dior Cherie, and it's called Miss Dior Eau de Toilette, and I do have a sample right here. This is the sample, and this is what it the jacket look like here. So if you look at Fragrantica, the notes there does not mention popcorn, but this official pamphlet here actually says that it does. So what's different? Well, the perfumer is different, that's for sure. What they did is actually they took out a lot of the fruit notes and left bergamot as a top note, so this perfume is quite fresh. They also left the popcorn, which gives it a little bit of like that nice like salty sweet, but without all the fruits in it. It's quite a citrusy floral perfume dominated by the flower freesia in the middle notes or in the heart notes, and the base is patchouli as well, just like the EDP. Overall, I find it quite a refreshing scent. I don't think it's as earth-shattering as the original. But definitely if you want something quite light compared to this one, if you had this, then it's a very nice eau de toilette perfume. It lasts about 2 to 3 hours, and no more than that. Most Miss Dior eau de toilettes last tops like 3 hours, like on me. So that's that for the Miss Dior Cherie 2007 Eau de Toilette. Now I do want to mention that this was rebottled in 2008, just like the EDP. So this was how it looks like. They took out the foil letter print label and changed it into a paper label, like this. And also back in 2007, when it was released, it was not quite a hit in Asia. So sales weren't as good. I'll go talk about that later, let you know what they did after that. So that was 2007. 2008, they released, was it 2008? 2010, they released a new Miss Dior EDT reformulation. If I don't have that perfume, but when I read out the notes, it's nothing like the 2007 version. It actually seems much closer to this one. And a lot of people mentioned that the scent of that 2010 EDT is actually quite close to Coco Mademoiselle, but it's a touch sweeter. So, and I'll read out the notes to you, and it's so the top notes, you've got fruity notes, tuberose, freesia, lily of the valley, jasmine, African orange flower, and the middle notes, you still have the popcorn, praline, and vanilla, and patchouli as a base note. So as you can see, there's quite a few sources of sweetness in this perfume. It's got the praline and vanilla as the heart notes there, and it's got some of the fruity notes as well that was missing on the 2007 Eau de Toilette version. So that was 2010. Then in 2013, they released Miss Dior Eau de Toilette. So there's no more, after 2012, there is no longer any Miss Dior Cherie perfumes. Everything has been renamed to Miss Dior. So that's Miss Dior. This is Miss Dior EDT 2013. And this one here is actually what started my craziness over Dior perfumes, especially the Miss Dior line. It smells so good. I've never smelled anything like it. It's nothing like the original Miss Dior Cherie. I don't think it's anything like the previous Miss Dior EDTs. So I'll read out the notes for you for that one, for this one. So at the top notes, you've got blood orange, and the middle notes, you've got damask rose and Bulgarian rose, as well as neroli, and the base note again is patchouli. So even in the EDTs, the base notes, the EDTs for the Miss Dior Cherie or Miss Dior Eau de Toilette, the base notes are patchouli. So I think the main difference that came here is the addition of rose, and not just one rose, two rose. It just made it smell more creamy to my nose. Creamy and sweet, and it's just so girly. Like I wouldn't call it actually refreshing as an eau de toilette. It has blood orange, yes, but it fades pretty quickly, so I don't really see much citrus in here, but it just smells so good. Like I think this perfume could actually be a nice signature scent if only it wasn't an EDT, because it only lasts about, like I said, 3 hours tops. But I would highly recommend looking for this perfume and trying to smell it, or just buy it and add it to your collection, because it has been recently discontinued. 2019 they released a new version of the Miss Dior EDT, and I haven't smelled it, but from what I hear is that it's very, very similar to the current Miss Dior EDP formulation, which is the 2017 formulation. So people are saying, why bother getting the EDT when it smells exactly the same as the EDP and it lasts much longer. So yeah, if you get a chance to find this in the stores, which they might still be there, just look at the batch code at the back. There's a laser engraved batch code, usually right here. It's going to be hard to see. If it says 2000 and if the first digit is 8 or below, then you should be in good hands, that it's the right one that you're looking for. So that's that for the Miss Dior Eau de Toilette. And just to mention, they do have a new release as well, because called Miss Dior Rose and Roses, and that was released in 2020. I smelled it once and tested it, but surprisingly I'm not a big fan of rose scents. This is an exception, because the rose in here is, I don't know, I think it's powdery and sweet. It's not really like the rose that you would find in, like, let's say like the Stella McCartney perfumes. That rose doesn't quite agree with my nose. Okay, that rhymes. Anyway, so that's the Miss Dior Rose and Roses 2020 EDT, which is very much available everywhere. So I just finished talking about the Miss Dior Cherie and Miss Dior EDT. Now we're gonna go on to the Blooming Bouquet line. And if you recall, in the beginning of this video, I talked about Miss Dior Cherie 2007 EDT not being accepted in Asia. So what the House of Dior did is they released a limited edition Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet in 2008. It's limited because it's only available in Asia, and this is how the bottle looks like. So this is Miss Dior Cherie Blooming Bouquet, and the notes in here are quite simplistic. They are mandarin orange, peony, and musk. And in the line of Blooming Bouquet, peony and musk is quite consistent. The top notes change a bit, but in the heart notes, you've got peony and you've got musk. No patchouli, actually musk as the base notes. So, okay, so this is released in Asia only. I can see why it's quite popular or more accepted in Asia. In Asia, people tend to like perfumes that are much lighter. It could be the weather as well, but you know, it's changing. Gourmand scents and heavier scents are becoming more popular and widely accepted. But perfumes like this, you know, Narciso Rodriguez for her, or Versace Bright Crystal, these are the perfumes that people here generally, women here generally buy. So this is 2008 Miss Dior Cherie Blooming Bouquet. 2011 they released another Miss Dior Cherie Blooming Bouquet worldwide. I don't have a sample of that one, and actually have never smelled it before, so I will read out the notes for you. That will be, the top notes are orange citruses, and in the middle notes you've got peony rose, and then the base notes you've got musk and patchouli. So this 2011 Blooming Bouquet Miss Dior Cherie is quite different because it actually has patchouli at the bottom. Reading reviews about it, people have mentioned that it's a nice, refreshing, citrusy scent. But most people have complained that it disappears after a few minutes, so I don't think it was quite a hit either. Maybe that's one reason why I don't actually see it around as much. I don't think it was that big of a hit. So that is the 2011 Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. 2014 they released another version of Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. That one I have a sample, actually it's right here, just a small sample. So this one I would read out the notes. Top notes are Sicilian Mandarin, and in the middle notes you've got pink peony, damask rose, and apricot peach, and as the base note is the white musk. So it smells so good. When I first tried it at Sephora, I loved it so much. I really, really, really wanted to buy it. Unfortunately, the staying power is really, really weak. 10 minutes tops, and I can't smell it anymore. Sadly, I didn't purchase the bigger bottle. I just kept the sample one that I have right here. I don't know what it is about the Blooming Bouquet line. They smell really good, but staying power is just really, really, really bad. If I browse through people reselling perfumes, there's always somebody, trying to sell off their Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet 2014 version. It's just sad. I just wish they find a way to make it last longer. So anyway, so that's all I have about Miss Dior Cherie Eau de Toilette, Miss Dior Eau de Toilette, Miss Dior Cherie Blooming Bouquet, and Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet. So if you like this video, please press like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.